once again to our class, Maths and Physics class. We are here to discuss further examples. We are going to work further example, more examples on this topic, indices. Now, you remember in our last class, we did on product and division law. Now we're going to be looking at other laws. Now, have a look at this law. What does it remind you? Remember when we discussed fractional indices or fractional power? Yes, this is fractional power. And in that law, we says that when a number n is raised to a fraction, say a over b, what does that one mean? It means roots. Just introduce roots. As far as it is raised to a fraction, just introduce roots. And once you introduce roots, the denominator becomes the roots, while the numerator becomes the power. Just introduce the number and the numerator becomes the power. That is what we said in that law. So let us see how we apply this in these numerical examples. So we have 64 raised to power 2 over 3. That will be equal to roots. I'm introducing root because first, that is what will come to my mind because it's a fraction. So I'll bring in the number 64. So what becomes the root? The root is the denominator. All will now be raised to the numerator 2. So that is the arrangement. So you will ask yourself, what is the third root of 64? Third root of 64 means a number that you multiply 3 times by itself to give 64. And that number is 4. So the third root of 64 is 4 because 4 times 4 times 4 is 64. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 times 4 is 64. So the third root of 64 becomes 4. Now look at the power. 2 is still here. So all raised to power 2. So that will give us 4 raised to power 2 is what? 16. So that is how to operate this kind of indices or indical expression. Now look at it. 64 raised to power 2 over 3. The law says that when a number is raised to a fraction, the denominator becomes the power at the root, while the numerator becomes the power. So that is the arrangement. And if we apply this to this that we have here, we have this. Now let us look at the second one. The second one has it 27 raised to power 2, all raised to power 1 over 6. How do we operate that? Remember the law we said. Now look at this. This number says, this is, we have a power and another power. When we have power in and power out, this is a what? Indices, where you have a power for a number and all, both the number and the power, raised to another power. What do we say, or what did we say it will become? It will become the product of the two powers. So we said in that class that when you have n raised to power x and all of them raised to power y, it is equal to n raised to power x times y. That is what we said in that class. So the same thing will apply when you are dealing with numerical values like this. So for me to have the final value of this, it will now be 27 raised to power 2 all raised to power 6. That will be equal to what? 27 raised to power 2 times 1 over 6. That is what it means. So I'm multiplying the two powers. So that will give us what? 27. 2 times 1 over 6. 2 here will give me 1. 2 here will give me 3. That will be 1 times 1, 1. 3 times 1 will give me 3. So that will be equal to 27 raised to power 1 over 3. So remember, it is now a fraction. So for me to get a final value, what do we say we'll do? Because it is a fraction, what do? We introduce roots. So it will now be 27. This 27 all raised to power what? 1. And the denominator becomes 3. So what is the third root of 27? The third root of 27 is 3 because 3 times 3 times 3 will give us 27. 3 times 3 is 9. 9 times 3 will give us 27. So 27 raised to power 1 over 3 becomes root of 20, third root of 27, 3. 3 raised to power 1, which is the same thing as what? 3. So that is how it is operated. So we have 27 raised to power 2, all raised to power 1 over 6. Multiply the two powers, we have, according to the law, we have 2 raised to power 2 times 1 over 6. We have 1 over 3. 1 over 3 will give us what? 27 raised to power 1 over 3. And that will translate to third root of 27 all raised to power 1. And once we have this third root of 27 all raised to power 1, we have the third root of 27 is 3 raised to power 1. And that is 3. So that is how to operate. Remember, we just treated a number that is raised to a fraction direct, and there's another number, the other examples we have a number that is raised to a power, and that is raised to another power, whether fraction or a whole number. All you need to know here is when a number is raised to a power and all of them raised to another power, multiply the two powers together for you to get the final power. And that is what we did here to have 1 over 3. And applying this, which is a number raised to a fraction, we have the final answer as 3 in that. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening to these lessons. We are on TikTok, we are on YouTube, and we are on Facebook. Please follow TikTok and follow us on YouTube and follow this page that we have this video on. Please do share, do like, do comment questions and tell us areas you need us to treat in maths and physics for you to get better understanding. Like I said, subscribe to our YouTube channel on Maths and Physics class. Follow us on TikTok and follow us on Facebook on our page. Thank you for listening and thank you for watching. See you in our next class.